In this video, I'm going to show you how to identify the number of valence electrons in groups 1 through 8 elements. We've learned already that electrons exist in an electron cloud around the nucleus. And in this cloud, we're going to learn electrons can occupy different energy levels. And we're going to represent these energy levels by these kind of orbits that are around the nucleus. So here I have an atom with the nucleus in the center, and these energy levels as these kind of circles or orbits around the nucleus. Now it's important to understand that electrons don't move around the nucleus in orbits like planets move around the sun. They move in this cloud, and they can be found moving within this area that's three-dimensional that we'll discuss later. But these orbits kind of help us visualize generally where they can be found, where the electrons can be found. And so if I look at this atom here, I have the nucleus in the center, which is very, very small. It's not to scale in this picture. It would be tiny, tiny, tiny in this picture. But these energy levels, these three energy levels, can hold a certain number of electrons. And this first energy level can hold 2 electrons. That's this energy level here. And I'm going to use this E with a little negative sign to represent electrons, so that first level can hold 2 electrons. The second level can hold 8 electrons. And the third level, for our purposes, is going to hold 8 electrons. Okay. So this atom right here only has 1 electron. This would actually be showing hydrogen. But let's say I ask you to draw the electrons for an oxygen atom. Now I could find the number of electrons in an oxygen atom if I know the number of protons in an oxygen atom. And I can do that by looking at the periodic table. Oxygen has an atomic number of 8, which means it has 8 protons. And since all of these atoms in the periodic table are neutral, an oxygen atom has 8 protons and it has 8 electrons. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to add in electrons so that this oxygen atom has 8 total. Now remember, the first energy level can only have 2 electrons, so that first energy level is full. So that's 2 out of my 8, meaning I have 6 more electrons. And this second energy level right here can fit 8. So the 6 that I have left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Now I have an oxygen atom, 2 electrons in the first energy level, and then 6 electrons in the second energy level for a total of 8. And it's important to know that electrons always occupy the lowest energy levels first. So I kind of start in the middle or towards the center of the atom in the lower energy levels and work my way out. The electrons in the outermost energy level are called valence electrons. And these are the electrons that we're really concerned about, because they're the ones that are going to be making bonds and doing kind of the interesting things in chemical reactions. So the outermost electrons are valence electrons. If I looked with this oxygen atom that I just did, the outermost energy level is the second energy level, and there are 6 valence electrons in the oxygen atom. Okay, let's try some practice now. For each element, it says draw the electrons in the correct energy levels and determine the number of valence electrons. So let's say I pick something like boron. To find the number of electrons, we're going to look at the periodic table. Boron has 5 protons. That's its atomic number. Because it has 5 protons, it's going to have 5 electrons. The number of valence electrons, I'm going to have to place electrons in these energy levels to figure that out. And so the first energy level, I know I have 2, and that first energy level is full. That means I need 3 more, and that second energy can hold those 3. There we go. The number of valence electrons is the number of electrons in the outermost shell, which is this second shell here. And there are 1, 2, 3 valence electrons. So 3 valence electrons in the outermost shell. Okay, thanks for watching.